They were very poor, and their financial condition was not good. They had 2 brothers and 4 sisters. One of the brothers was named Ricky, and the other was Adian. The 2 brothers used to sleep on the same bed. Ricky was 10 years old, and Adian was 12. One night, while Adian was sleeping, he heard a strange noise under the bed. It sounded like something moving back and forth under the ground. This noise continued for many nights. But Adian never told anyone about it. During the day, he would forget about it and ignored it. One night, while sleeping as usual, Adian suddenly heard someone calling him. Adian, wake up! I have a wonderful gift for you." Adian was a bit naive and followed what everyone said. His brother, who was sleeping beside him, didn't hear anything. After being called several times, Adian opened his eyes and saw an old lady standing in front of him. She seemed to be about 80 or 90 years old. Her skin was wrinkled, but she didn't look very scary. The old lady said, "Come here. I have a gift for you. I want to give you something good, something that will benefit you for the rest of your life. You will become very rich. I have been looking for someone like you." Adian, frightened, closed his eyes, but when he opened them again, there was no one there. That night, he went back to sleep. The next morning, Adian told his mother about everything that happened the night before. His mother said, "I don't think this is something bad. If it were bad, it wouldn't have been able to enter the house. Tonight, don't be afraid. Listen carefully to what she says. I will also sleep with you tonight, pretending to sleep, but keeping an eye on everything." Night fell again, and Adian waited for the entity to come. However, while waiting, he eventually fell asleep. In the middle of the night, the old lady called him again. "Adian, wake up! Wake up!" Hearing her call, Adian woke up. This time, he wasn't afraid of the old lady. Just like the previous night, the old lady told him to get off the bed. Their house was made of wood. Adian followed her to one side of the house, where she pointed to a circular spot on the ground and said, "Dig here." The old lady marked the spot for him. Adian brought a tool from the house and started digging. He noticed something unusual. Despite the darkness, he could clearly see everything. When he dug, there was no noise. How was that possible? While digging, he found a large earthen pot filled with many gold coins. The old lady then came to him and gave him a few gold coins, saying, "There are many pots of gold here, and all of them are yours. But I have 2 conditions. First, with the money you take from here, you must build a mosque. Second, you must not tell anyone about this place or let any impure things come here. If these conditions are broken, there will be great misfortune for you." Adian agreed and went back to sleep. The next morning, he told his mother everything. Hearing this, his mother covered the place to hide it and warned everyone not to go there. Adian started thinking about where to build the mosque. He found an old mosque and decided to renovate it and make it new. That day, in the afternoon, his brother Ricky was playing with their sister's little son. Suddenly, the child urinated on Ricky's clothes, soaking them. Without thinking much, Ricky threw the wet clothes near the place the old lady had forbidden. When their mother saw this, she screamed, "What have you done? You've ruined everything for us." Frightened, Ricky cleaned the place with water. That night, Adian went to take some gold coins from the spot, but when he reached there, he found nothing. He covered the place with soil again and thought something bad might happen. That night, while sleeping, Adian had a dream. In the dream, the old lady appeared and said, "Didn't I tell you not to let any impure things come here? But you didn't listen to me." Adian saw the pots of gold moving away from his house through the ground. The old lady stood there with a sorrowful expression and said, "What have you done? You've brought misfortune upon yourself." Adian pleaded, "Please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't there." The old lady replied, "There's no way to fix this now. The pots are gone and I must leave with them." With that, the old lady disappeared from his dream. Adian woke up suddenly and told his mother everything. Over time, Adian's health began to deteriorate and he became thinner. Gradually, he started acting like a madman.